Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2, and today we're going to start working on the Along the Black Sea achievement, which means you have to do perfect deliveries between 4 cities along the Black Sea. And if you'll notice here, we can see our truck now has an extra axle. We've upgraded the chassis to a mid-lift type of chassis so we can pick this middle axle up when we don't have a heavy load, and then drop it down when we do. And so today anyway though, we're going to look in the job market to get this Along the Black Sea achievement, which is one of the least commonly achieved ones. You have to be able to do 4 jobs one job between Istanbul, Burgas, then Burgas to Varna, Varna to Mangalia, Mangalia to Constanta. Perfect, not late, no damage, and no fees. So 4 perfect deliveries to get the achievement. Today we're going to try the Istanbul to Burgas leg, and we do see a load of pallets here. Where did they go? Right here. So we're going to take this job, we're going to begin the delivery, and I actually parked right outside this paper place so we don't have to go far to start it. We're going to start this delivery, pick up the pallets, and try to be about a 6-hour journey. I don't know what our chances are. I mean, I'm sure in the 4 legs, I would be really surprised if we got all 4 perfect, but I'm hopeful. This is the longest one. It's about 6 hours. I am not very confident that, I just feel like Eastern Europe here, especially Turkey and Bulgaria, have had some rather challenging driving situations that it just seems like it's very likely that we'll have accidents or get fines or something like that. Like even once I tried this one, where is this delivery here? I tried this one a few minutes ago and started to record it. Oh, there's our truck right there. And then on the way here to pick it up, I got a speeding violation. So I think that probably would have, before I even picked up the trailer, I think that would have negated, I wasn't sure if that would negate the perfect delivery, even though we hadn't picked up the trailer yet. So I decided to reset this and start it over just to be sure. So I abandoned that job and then reset it and started here just to make sure that we don't get dinged before we even pick the trailer up. So that's how far I made it, even though I was trying to drive really safe. So we're loaded up on sleep. We're loaded up on gas. We shouldn't have to stop for anything. 5 hours and 41 minutes. It's 8 o'clock on Monday morning. So we should have perfect weather, perfect driving. Now, I want to check one thing here on our chassis. Is the tag lift, that axle's dropped down, isn't it? So it must automatically go down. Definitely looks down to me. I think it must be down. Let's get a screenshot while we're here, because I think it goes automatically down. It's definitely not up, right? Yeah, okay, that's on the ground. Good. I just want to make sure, because I didn't know if I had to do that manually or not, because we definitely want, this is 22 tons of wooden pallets, so we definitely want that middle axle down. Okay. I need this super concentration for this one. The only thing we've done like this was the 1,000 kilometer journey that you had to do perfectly as well. I had no confidence I could make that, but we did it on the first shot and there was no reset, so I didn't save scum or anything like that. So maybe it's just a matter of being hyper conscious of not making mistakes, but I'm not confident given the roadways and just it just feels a little bit rougher here and we can't have any crazy AI drivers. It just feels so much rougher in Eastern Europe here than it does in England and France and stuff, which I like about it. But in terms of trying to have a perfect delivery, I think that makes it more challenging. So we are on our way here. I think the hardest part actually is going to be getting onto the highways, just because you've got red lights and all this kind of stuff. Back parked and I can't see the red light now. There we go. Someone was telling me too that the red lights are actually, so in the United States, the lights are always on the far side of the intersection. And you might have one here on the near side too, but there's definitely one on the far side. But someone was telling me that in Europe, that's not always the case. That like in France, the lights are actually still on the far side, but not on the far side. Now here we go. This is like deadly stuff. So let's go. Whoa. Okay, I think we're good here. I'll go this way. This freaks me out. I just don't have any confidence in these AI drivers to navigate this well here. But so far, so good. Great. So let's, we'll touch base as we get on the highway. Hopefully make it to the highway. If something happens, I'm recording the whole thing. So if something happens, we will see it and I'll have it recorded. But fingers crossed, 5 hours and 36 minutes left to go. We have to have no fines and no damage. Now the on-time thing we should be fine because this is an external contract. I think we have 15 hours of real time to do a half an hour drive in real time. So the time factor should be eliminated. It should just be speeding fines, accidents and stuff like that, or damage to the truck. 1 hour down, no damage, no fines yet. We had a little bit of challenges navigating a toll booth that had a weigh station, but I hit the brakes in time, so no tickets or anything like that. So far so good. And the drive this past, once we get on the highway out of Istanbul, it's been like this. I mean, either 2 lanes or 3 lanes. Pretty basic driving with no challenges. Now, still have to be careful because there could be construction or crazy drivers or merging and stuff like that. And sometimes the roads here, it forks a lot and you have to kind of be in the right lane. And so we definitely want to make sure we don't add any distance to this trip. But so far, so good. And I think we'll have a border crossing because I think there's only 3 cities in Turkey. So Burgas must be in Bulgaria, I'm going to guess. So we'll probably have a border crossing to navigate as well. And I haven't had the most success with those. If you watched one of the episodes a couple times before, I missed the whole custom station or something like that. I wasn't paying attention. But we'll have daylight, which should make it easier to see. And we've also done one correctly now. So hopefully that'll go a little bit better. But knock on wood, so far, so good. And it's pretty easy driving. I don't expect the whole drive to be like this. I imagine that as we get farther down, it's going to be a lot more 1-lane highways and curves and kind of Eastern European tricky stuff they're going to throw at us. So we'll see as we get closer. But so far, so good. We'll check in maybe another hour and a half here and see how things are going. Or, of course, if something happens. So here we go. We've exited the main highway. We're a little bit less than halfway there. And now we've got a lot of these single-lane highways. This should be more challenging for us. I'm sure the speed limits are going to be changing. We've got corners and stuff like that. This could be interesting. Oh, this must be the border crossing up here too, right? It's a big yellow plot. Yeah, I think this must be the border crossing into Bulgaria. So let's not screw this up. 70, 50. Get this right. Don't care how long it takes. 25, that's fine. I guess we can go through any one of these. Okay, pull into the vehicle inspection. This looks pretty easy, right? It just must be... I'm super nervous here. Looks like we can go to the one with the green light on the right here. That one's closed off. I guess we pull forward to that little white marker. Okay, so far so good. Just straighten the truck out and not hit anything here. I think we're okay.
오케이, 새로운 경로를 찾자.
X-ray inspection successfully passed. Okay. Boy, there's a lot of stuff you do here. I don't feel like it was that much the last time I was here. So we appear to have made it through the border crossing without any penalties, fines, or illegal activity. And we're back on our way. As I expected, this is going to be a 1-lane highway in each direction. So more challenging than we've had up till now, but about 2 hours to left to go on the journey. We still have plenty of energy and plenty of gas, so fingers crossed we can keep it up here. So about an hour and a half left, a little bit over, and there is nothing around here. If we look on both sides, it's pretty sparse Bulgarian countryside here. But not a lot of traffic, and the road's actually been pretty straight. So from that perspective, not a lot of challenge here. Just got to kind of stay in our lane, keep the speed limit up. And the nice thing about this journey is that, you know, that 1,000-kilometer journey was kind of a long journey. And so, you know, that took about a half an hour or more, maybe 45 minutes to do that. So if I screwed that up, it meant starting over a half an hour journey. This one's probably going to be less than a half an hour. So I feel like even if we totally butcher this one, it's not that big of a deal to have to try it again. Ooh, don't want to scrape that guardrail. That would suck. But so it's not, I don't feel like there's as much pressure with the 1,000 kilometer one. And we'll be kind of, I'm expecting to have to do, whoa, almost got a speeding ticket there. I'm expecting to have to do one of these again anyway. I don't think we're going to make all 4. I'd like to get at least 2 of the 4 on the first try. So go do 4 up and then try 4 back with the hope of by the time we do those 2 journeys, we'd have them both done. But we'll see. So far, so good. A little over an hour left. And we're back on 2-lane highway. Nice. Do you see that? That was an airplane that fell off the truck. Give you a lot of confidence in the Bulgarian Air Force here, but that was kind of cool. I haven't seen that before. "30 minutes left. Fingers crossed." It's the beginning and ends of the journey that I always feel have the most potential for fines and accidents and stuff like that. The highway parts are, and they're just not as challenging. Things don't change as much. You don't have to kind of worry about the AI drivers as much. So I feel like really if you can make the beginning, then you've got the end to worry about more than the middle. But of course, there are possibilities to screw everything up and catch a guardrail or something like that. Not pay attention to a speed limit. We are about 4 minutes left. Seems to be kind of sending us through this industrial complex here, but so far, so good. I'm tempted at the end here just to drop it off and not go for the parking experience, because the parking experience only gives you another opportunity to screw it all up. But we'll see what it looks like when we get there. Maybe just do the 15 experience parking or something. And here we are.
무사히 도착했습니다.
What's the 15 look like? Oops, that's what I did. Okay. That would be funny if I hit something here at the last attempt to park. That would be a bummer. But hopefully not. This looks pretty easy to pull into this one here. Just don't want to hit that right-hand side. Take it nice and wide. Don't want to catch the stairs there. Looks pretty good. Get it nice and straight. All right. Oops. Okay. I wonder if it's going to show us if we get this. For the achievement will pop up, or it's just going to be kind of... There we go. Yes. Okay. We got it. First one. Bingo. 1 of 4. Let's... I'm going to kind of check this in. So we're still at level 21. Not too much experience. Not too much money. But let's see now if we can get one to the next town and see if we can get half of this achievement. So we need to go to, was it Varna, right? So which is not far away at all. Ideally, if we get one from this NPC place, that CNP place, that would be great. But any one of these places would be fine. And we want something to Varna. Perfect. Okay, let's see if we can find something and then we'll be right back. All right, so looks like there's a delivery of boric acid from here to this Tioaupa place, which is only an hour and 26-minute journey, and we are at the CNP Petroleum, so that should be good. And I think this Tioaupa place is right on the south side of the city, which should make it even easier. So let's grab that one and see if we can get halfway through this achievement challenge. Yet again, we need another perfect delivery, which would be nice. That was the longest leg, so I feel pretty good about... Glad we got that one out of the way. Whoops, I'm going to go forward. So let's go up here. there is our trailer. All right, we are loaded up. Let's see what this one looks like. Oops, we're moving here. Perfect. Let's get a screenshot of that here. Perfect. Great, and off we go. Stage 2 of our achievement adventure. We gotta go out this way to the right, correct? This one I feel like there's even less pressure, because if it's only an hour and a half and you screw it up, well, it's not a big deal. This should be, I mean, probably some city driving, so maybe 10 minutes of real life here. So not a ton of pressure I'm feeling right now. So one of the things that makes this a little bit challenging is that there's a lot of city driving in this. I don't think there's a lot of highway driving. Stopping there. Thank you. Ah, nice Bulgarian driver. There's not a lot of highway driving, so the time scale's slower in the cities. So we've been driving for about 5 minutes, and it's only gone about 10 minutes of real time. So even though it says it looks really short, there's still some challenges in here to not screw this up. Now the time scale should shift, and it should go faster.
로터리에서 세 번째 출구로 나가세요.
God. Oh, that car, did you see that? He came right into my side. But we did not get a fine. I thought for sure he was just ramming me, but...
지금 나가세요.
Whew. Bullet dodge there. So we've about a half an hour left. We're on these winding, snaky 2-lane roads, and I do not want to let any cars get beside us here, because they're crazy on these 2-lane roads. So I'm going right down the middle of the 2-lane highway to keep those cars from trying to pass us or get beside us, because they will change lanes and just ram into us. So sorry guys, you gotta wait. And I think we're just going to make it with regards to sleep. We have 27 minutes left to go, and we're just approaching the top of the sleep meter. So I expect to see a yawn here pretty soon. So we are 6 minutes away in the outskirts of Varna. Fingers crossed we can make it. I think even if we start yawning, we're still going to be in plenty of time to avoid... Wow, that's a big bridge. Check it out. That's cool. There's a body of water to our west here too. I feel like I really need to focus on that. Look at that big tanker there. That's cool. Exploring Eastern Europe. I do want to concentrate on not having any fees or fines or accidents these last few miles here. So here we are. To get in here without dinging anything up. You know, we're just going to do the 15 because I don't want to risk the tired factor, and I don't want to risk dinging the truck up parking it either. So let's take the easy one here. This should be the second leg now. I think this would give us, so halfway there. We have 2 more journeys to do. We'll probably do that next episode then. Whoopsie. Let's get this in place here. Perfect. Let's see if it pops up. Synchronizing your world of trucks. Yes! Achievement along the Black Sea, 2 of 4. Excellent. So we're halfway there. So that'll take us to the end. Wow. Almost no experience. But let's check how our drivers are doing here. That gets us halfway to the achievement. So in our next episode, we'll continue up. We'll go from Varna to Mangalia. Then if we can, Mangalia to Constanța. Now first I have to remember to sleep somewhere. I don't know where I'll be able to do that, but we'll figure that out. There must be a place here somewhere. There we go, right over there. Whatever that is, must be a rest stop or something. So we'll go sleep there. I'll have a border crossing with the next one, and then we'll go up to Constanța for the other part. So hopefully next episode we might, if fingers crossed we get lucky, be able to wrap up this achievement, which would be pretty cool. This is one of the rarer achievements. I think probably because you need both DLCs. You need to the Baltic or beyond the Baltic or something like that, and then to the Black Sea. So you need those two. So maybe that's why it doesn't get picked up that much. But let's see how our drivers are doing really quick. Katalin is up to almost 4,000 a day. She's kind of holding steady. Level 3.3. Good. She's leveled up a little bit. Miroslav, level 5. Doing high value cargo. That's fine. Katalin, long distance. Bronislaw, wow, 4,500, doing fragile cargo now. Let's shift him to long distance. And then Freya, working on long distance. She's up to level 4, picked it up. 2,000 a day, but 1.7. So she's picking up her skill rating. Good. That takes us to the end today. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you've enjoyed the episode, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. Stay safe, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully we can finish up the along the Black Sea achievement. If not, we'll try again after that. Thanks so much. Have a great day.